What's up, everybody? Thralls Metal here once again. I'm Necrotic Nick.
I'm Jammin John.
And we have yet another album review, and one that I was super excited for. And one cool thing about this band is you don't have to wait long here lately for a new release, since they came out with one last year, and it was awesome. So naturally, I'm excited because we are going to go over the latest offering from Werewolves. My enemies look and sound like me. This comes out also on the 11th of August on Prosthetic Records. This band formed in 2019 in Australia. This is their fourth album since 2019, so they've been pretty damn busy.
Yeah.
And I've been a fan of them since their debut. And in fact, I want to say From the Cave to the Grave was either on my year-end list or very close to being on my year-end list. Either way, that album fucking slays, and with good reason. This band has two members of the Berserker, which was a pretty legendary electronic death grind band from Australia, and Dave Haley on drums from Psychroptic and a litany of other bands, because the dude is prolific as hell, because he's fucking good.
Yeah, he's one of the best as far as like speedy technical drummers go. Like Dave Haley's up there.
Oh yeah,
easily trumps over the competition with ease.
Yeah, and they need that for this style, because if you've never listened to Werewolves before, this is a caustic blend of death metal, grindcore, and black metal. Pretty much all the most vicious parts of all three of those styles whipped up into a furious blend of blast beats and insane riffing.
Yeah, and insane is putting it lightly. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it, dude. The picking speed on I Hate, Therefore I Am, and Brace for Impact. Holy shit, dude, these guys pull no fucking punches.
Dude, speed is such a big part of this album. This is dimed aggression from front to back. Like,
yeah,
from the opening track, Under the Ground, with its just absolutely explosive start. Like, there's no intro or anything like that. It just goes right into it. Blast beats, tremolo riffs.
Sinister tremolos at that.
Oh, man.
Most evil sounding fucking shit.
And some, like, vicious, down-picked grindcore riffs, like, kind of akin to Napalm Death. And that is kind of like the level that is set and is matched on pretty much this entire album. The entire thing is just insanely heavy, fast, aggressive. There's a lot of stuff in here that reminds me of Angel Corpse, except, like, this version of Angel Corpse was bitten by a radioactive dingo. Like, it's just insane. Like, this has those sorts of, like, weird blended riffs, because you get riff changes all over the damn place, and they shift from, like, death metal tremolos to cold, icy black metal tremolos, and then again, like, just ferocious grindcore riffs, and the fucking breakdowns on here. I swear that is where the thrashy side of this band comes out, because, man, like, some of the best riffs on here come on the breakdowns.
Yeah, we're talking about, like, Enforced style thrash breakdowns. Like, Enforced knows how to pack that fucking punch when it comes to breakdown to make it as meaty and as beefy while still thrashy as possible. Songs on here like My Enemies Look and Sound Like Me, the title track, Bring to Me the Kill, just great fucking gut-punching, thrashy breakdowns.
And outside of a few moments in here, those breakdowns are the chance for you to relax. Which, yeah, I'm just saying there's no chance to relax.
As if that's a thing. Like,
yeah.
It's relaxing in the sense where you get to breathe a little bit, because the rest is just shoving the most insanely fast, heavy shit down your throat as humanly possible.
Dude, it's insane how this album moves, because it moves at Mach 10, but at the same time, there's enough cool riff changes and hooks, like not the most, like, melodic of hooks, but they're powerful and they're sinister, and they stick in your head, not only because they're being played at Mach 10, but also because there's some really awesome riff work in here. Like, I would even say kind of on the level of Nile in terms of that quick intricacy.
Yeah.
But it's those changes, and again, Dave Haley's insane drum work on here. There's very few moments in here where he isn't blasting or just, flying on the double bass drums. Like, it's almost like a fucking earthquake going on at all times on this album.
Yep, and there's even one song, Destroyer of Worlds, which is personal huge favorite. I mean, all these were favorites, but this kind of slows down a little bit. It's got a dark, doomy, fucking cold, icy feel to it. But even in that song, where he has a chance to slow it down, well, he may slow down his like snare groove, even his double kick is still fucking flying.
And that song is like the first real break outside of the really cool like snippets from movies they put in between songs, which honestly I think works really well in terms of like transitional atmosphere. In fact, it didn't take this album long to call us cunts. It was actually the first track on the ground. They're Australian. We expected that. But Destroyer of Worlds slows it down and brings in a lot of atmosphere. Like, this is where you get like the more dissonant melodies that come in. Honestly, it kind of reminded me of a more hyper aggressive version of like some stuff you would hear on like Mastodon's Leviathan. And it's a good slow build up until you get down to the bridge, which just fucking takes off and just rips your face off. And then it kind of bookends it. He gets back to the atmospheric melody. And that isn't the only song on here that has like some really cool atmospheric melodies. I Hate Therefore I Am has this really cool switch off between like sort of a double time groove with very dissonant blackened riffs and then switching it to like galloping blast beats and death metal tremolos. And those switch offs are awesome because you get two very different energies, and it's just, again, vicious from start to finish. And that's what I really like about this band. Like, it's not just fast and heavy. Like, tons of bands can do that.
Yep.
There's intricacies in the riff work and even the vocal cadences, which the vocal trade-offs in here are fucking awesome. You get great death roars, blackened shrieks, but all this just feels fine-tuned to get someone pissed off. Like, honestly, after listening to this, like, I just want to call someone a cunt. I just want to call any random person a cunt or tell them to fuck off and maybe flick off a baby.
And then you get to the last track, Do Not Hold Me Back, which I'm sure no one is holding them back.
We can't.
Not a soul is holding them back.
No.
I'd say it's some of the best riffs, and that's a bold statement because this album is just jam-packed with them, dude. But some of the best riffs as far as like the hooky tremolo melodies that come on the end, or they have dissonant tags that they throw on stuff. The melodies themselves are just evil as all get out.
Love it.
And then that slammy suffocation breakdown. This whole song is just one punch after the next, dude.
I love that cool transition between, again, that kind of like suffocation breakdown, and then you have like the most epically, triumphantly evil black metal riff on there, like something you would definitely hear in like a Marduk song, or maybe even like a Dissection song, because there is like a hint of melody. There's a lot of like harmonized riffs on here, and for as aggressive as this is, they do a good job at making it catchy, because, I mean, again, we've heard tons of like fast stuff. It's like, well, that was brutal, but I don't know, it doesn't necessarily stick with you. These songs really do, despite them, moving around as fast as they are. And a big thing about that is, like, transitions, too, because the transitions are smooth, like, almost seamless. It's a steady barrage of just hate-filled fucking music, but it never loses steam. In fact, I think it only gained steam as it went on.
And the transitions being as crazy as they are, what's even more mind-numbing is the fact that they oftentimes are stop on a dime. Now, normally you think stop on a dime transitions would mean that it loses the overall flow of the music, and it doesn't. It somehow is still buttery smooth for being stop on a dime. And at this speed, that's insane.
And the transitions can be sharp as hell and just kind of come at you abruptly, like Neanderhell is packed full of just wild transitions, again, to cold riffs, to heavy, fucking dark, chuggy riffs. And again, like all this coming at you at the speed it does and still being memorable. Like that is one of the cool things about this band, because I like all of their albums. And that is one of the main reasons is its heightened aggression. In fact, this band seems like they hate everything in the world, and I kind of like their sense of dark humor and just outright cynicism towards everything. It's kind of refreshing and aggressively Australian. But the flow of this album is really important, and those riff changes are kind of a big part of that because it matches intensity really well. Whatever they're playing in the death metal vein or grindcore vein, they switch off to black metal. It is matched up in that same level of ferocity. And that keeps these songs just so energetic. Again, even when they kind of dip into like groovier territory, which is kind of spotty on here, it's still just absolutely heavier than everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's just done at the speed of light. Like, there's definite groove. Like, you're not going to stop banging your head. It's pretty impossible, I think. I think they made it that way on purpose. But I mean, the groove is there. It's just good luck. The production on this is stellar. I mean, it top notch for all the styles that they convey, death metal, grindcore, black metal, thrash, whatever. It's like they have it perfectly dialed in to convey that sound, that tone, that message, that overall vibe of what they're trying to present. Like, it's just snarly and nasty when it needs to be, when it's chuggy and full of a breakdown. Like, it's heavy, it's a gut punch, it's cold and icy. It's just very well done. Like, I don't have a single gripe about the production, and normally I have a gripe about the production, but I mean, like, you can hear everything.
Everything sits well in the mix.
Yep.
I love the vocals. The vocals sound savage as hell, but they're also clear, and you know, it's kind of important to be able to make out some of these lyrics, because the lyrics in here are, again, pretty much this. The guitars are super crunchy, and again, like, this overall just intense pace on here. Like, man, there's so much room for Mud to clutter this up, and it's nice and clean sounding, but it's got grit. It's got fucking raw, nasty heft. And I've probably said this about a dozen fucking Australian bands, but this band is as venomous and as dangerous as your fucking wildlife there. Like, do not get bit by this band. You will die. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and give this 4.5 stars. I covered the last one in a collection update. That would have been 4.5 stars too. This band is fucking awesome. It is so frothing over with fucking hate and just outright aggression, but man, they know how to make it catchy as hell. Like, this is one of the most intense listens I've had this year. I know we've said that a lot, but trust me, when you listen to this, especially if you haven't listened to Werewolves before, you're gonna see what I mean, because holy shit, this moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour, but somehow maintains a level of catchiness, technicality. It's not, entirely primal all the time. Like, there's great melodies on here. There are some serious, sinister hooks, and even a touch of atmosphere. But the main thing that I love about this is, God, man, it is just such an intense listen from start to finish. Breakneck speed. Every musician involved in this is just fucking killing it, and is probably sore as fuck. Because honestly, it was exhausting listening to this. Like, I almost had to catch my breath in between riff changes. If you are a big fan of Misery Index, Aborted, fuck, dude. I don't know, dude. Like, the heaviest, fastest bands that I can't think of right now, it's this. So, yeah, check this out. Check out all their albums. You're in for it, and it's going to be fun.
I am 100% with Nick on this. I'm at a 4.5 as well. This album is insane. It wastes no time. It is violently heavy, no matter what style they're conveying. The drumming is insane. The riff work is crazy. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I don't know how you move that fast, and I'm almost at a loss for words because of how awesome this album was. Surprisingly hooky.
Yeah.
For something this intense and this violent to be hooky, to be able to draw the listener in at the level of ferocity that you are promoting this as, like, you gotta be kidding me. Of course, Dave Haley is an insane drummer. I've seen Necrotic a few times. He is a monster. A master of his craft. There are a few people in the world, I think, that can pull this off. The riffing in here is just insane, and it's unrelenting. This record just keeps punching you and kicking you and yelling at you, like violently growling at you. It's so awesome that it is exhausting to listen to. We had to stop a couple times and just catch our breath because the record doesn't allow you to do it.
Yeah.
Even when it does slow down to Destroyer of Worlds, like, it's still, they find the most insane way to present something even cold and doomy. Like, it's not a break. They're just kicking you in a different way. It's like getting punched in the face 10,000 ways, and each way that they do it is different.
It's like getting kicked in the dick by a kangaroo. You ever seen that video of the dude feeding the kangaroo? And
I have, dude. That's a great
kicks him
video.
right in the pills.
But have you also seen the video where the guy punches the kangaroo?
Yeah, the kangaroo kind of sounds like, the fuck? Did he punch me?
Yep. Somebody's punching a kangaroo and you're getting kicked by a kangaroo. It's like, either way you fucking lose, and they want to make sure of that. I have no complaints about this album. None. If I could pick out one complaint, it'd be I wish there were more songs, but I understand why they're not, because everyone is tired and sore, much like you said. I don't think they have anything left in them. If you're a fan of bands like Decapitated, Morbid Angel, Napalm Death, Enforced, Misery Index, everything you can think of that is speedy and heavy and just amazing, it's this band. This record rules. God damn. I want to listen to it again. Whew, my goodness.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this band is awesome. 4 for 4. All your albums are fucking killer so far. So, if you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, because we do stuff like this all the time. We are also on Patreon. If you like us out there, there's a link down below, thrallsmetal.com. That site is currently under construction. Our Patreon link is on our channel someplace. But when the site comes back on, we will have some shirts. It's an awesome design. We will definitely show them off when we get them. We're just waiting for them to show up, and then when they do, we'll do a video announcing them, and that'll probably coincide with a opening of the new site.
As for other things going on, we've got some shows coming up. Beginning of September, me and this guy are going to head out to Cave Rock, Illinois, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere, and go to Full Terror Assault, which is going to be a really, 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 really good time. I've been assured by the promoter, our buddy Tony Clem, that we are going to have a really, really, really good time. We will try to archive what we can from that event. I think we'll probably end up making some shorts. There'll definitely be some pictures. You're going to see what's happening. But yeah, we're going to go do that. And then we have our own show too. August 20th, kind of near our hometown, Bowling Green, Ohio. We have Narcotic Wasteland, Mutilatred, Axioma, and Cadaverous. Thralls of Metal actually booked that show. So that should be a real good time. $20, $15 in advance. It's next weekend, so you should probably pick up a ticket if you haven't, if you're in our area. Last but not least, thank you guys. We are to the thank you portion of our video. We couldn't do this without you. This is a dream come true in many facets for the both of us, for everybody here at Thralls of Metal. It's been a great adventure, and it keeps getting cooler, and it's all because of you guys.
Absolutely. You guys fucking rule. Definitely the thing that keeps us going on here. And, of course, the metal, too. I mean, we got to give the metal band some credit. But you guys all rule, and we can't wait to overload you guys with more content in the future. So, once again, thank you all, and we will catch you later.